The Good Guy Experience.
What's up, everybody? We are the Good Guy Experience. What's going on? What's going on? I am your host, Mr. Leroy Green, is in the building tonight. To my right, we got the one, the only. We got Black Pearl in the house. Everybody, show some love. What we want to do? It's something special tonight. So we are moving into our summer session, our hot sizzling summer sessions for the Good Guy Experience, and we got a new panel cast. If you notice, and first, he's a returning panel member. Much respect to this guy. Always brings the energy. Always brings the love. Mr. Tyrone, welcome him to the summer panel.
What's happening? What's happening?
Hey, man, it's a pleasure to have you, brother. It's a pleasure to have you on the team. And everybody knows my man. He brings it every time. He's a returning guest as well. He brings the thunder, the lightning, the pain. He brings it to you real. My man's Uncle Kane is in the house, everybody. Uncle Kane in the house.
God bless.
Hey there.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure having you on the show. And last but not least, she is also a returning guest. She brings it to you. I'm telling you, she brings it to you real. You want that real? Then look no further than Miss Tisa is in the house. It is such a pleasure to have you on the Good Guy Experience. How you feeling? How is everybody tonight? Is everybody energetic? Is everybody ready to rock?
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
Good.
When am I not ready?
All right, we have one more panelist. We have one more person that is on the summer session. She should be tuning in shortly, and we will introduce her as she gets on. So, guys, I have a question. For you guys. So this weekend, we do know that July 4th just passed. Did you guys celebrate July 4th? Or were you like, nah, that's not my thing? I was doing the Juneteenth thing. I didn't celebrate the 4th. Or did you go ahead on with your plans to celebrate?
I did not.
Pearl, you didn't celebrate the 4th?
No, I didn't.
Oh wow. Tyrone, come on, tell me you threw something on the grill or something, man. Come on now.
Well, you could throw something on the grill.
Oh, for the 4th? Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I celebrate. I mean, I don't run out with a flag, uniform, and yelling "Happy 4th" every 5 minutes. But like I posted. Hey, our ancestors want us to be seen being off, paid, eating good. And I'm giving a middle finger to the slave master in the ground. Like, look at me, I'm free. Look at me, bitch. That's my celebration.
That's what I'm talking about. Why he representing. So Uncle Kane, did you celebrate the 4th, or were you like, nah, I'm a Juneteenth type of person. I'm not rocking with it.
I ain't neither one type of person.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't care. I'm appreciative of a day off or more pay. But
did you get holiday pay?
I don't care.
Have to love him. You gotta love him.
Well, I mean, all right. So working for myself, like I basically pull for like brokers. So the brokers, I can get them to pay me more on holidays.
Well, holiday and happy 4th to you.
Other than that, I don't care nothing about them.
I got you.
Okay. All right. So either way, you good. I'm good.
One way or the other.
Hey, I understand, my brother. I understand. And T, what did you do for did you celebrate the 4th? Were you getting live for the 4th, or did you you wasn't rocking with it?
Excuse me, say what?
Were you rocking for the 4th, or were you not rocking with it? Were you more of a Juneteenth type of person?
I'm gonna say what? Nah, let me tell you something. The 4th not like it used to be. I remember when it used to be like, oh, the 4th. But unfortunately, my older brother was called home on the 4th, so it's like a sentimental, day for me. And then his birthday is a couple of days after that. So the crazy part about it is when we got the phone call, we was in Halifax and they just let off the fireworks, like the phone ring, and it was like, So it's just not your thing. On the 4th, I'd be within legal grounds of intoxication.
Hey, Tisa, guess what? I used to stay right on Chakiat.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
You had some dogs got loose. I'm trying to tell you some bad.
When that whoop whoop come out,
talk to me after the show because those was your dogs, okay?
Real dog.
So look, guys, me, myself, we had a family function. Yeah, I did celebrate the 4th. I went out. We had a family function. I ate good. We had some stuff on the grill. Hey, I celebrated. Hey, don't look at me wrong. I celebrated. I went out there and I celebrated the 4th. As did I celebrate Juneteenth. I'm a strong representative of Juneteenth, but yeah, we were out there. We were cooking. We were having a good time.
One, KJ? You got to pick one?
What you say?
We got to pick one now?
No, we don't have to pick one. I was just saying, where you choosing? A lot of people are choosing. If I go through social media, a lot of people are choosing to say, "Man, bump that." It's all about Juneteenth. We won't really we free-ish. We were never free. Just trying to see what people's opinions were about the situation.
Foolishness. It's foolishness. I don't understand. It's foolishness to me. Right. Hey, you give me time off, I'm enjoy the time off.
Who gets mad at a time?
And it's all about perspective. I ain't red, white, and blue in there talking about, hey, I told you my perspective. I'm giving a middle finger to the ones who was enslaving back then. And I'm free. I'm enjoy being free. Yeah.
And, I'm good. I don't care nothing about it. Man, I'm sorry.
And if people don't celebrate it, then that's cool too. Like, it don't make me no difference what other people do.
We ain't collecting their overtime or their holiday pay anyway.
Yeah, I see people online was like roasting each other, like, oh, you celebrated, you don't celebrate. Man, I don't care. I'm gonna do me, you do you.
Who did that?
Oh man, go on social media, man. These people are crazy.
That's crazy. No.
I will say this.
5 old ladies on my page, and
I ain't see nobody roasting nobody because of it, but yeah.
I will say this. Even in our group, there are some highly opinionated people that will go back and forth and roast because you don't do X, Y, Z. But we'll get to that in just a second. Guys, we got to move forward.
Tips on steroids.
We got to go to our anonymous letter. As always, in the first start of our show, we like to go through an anonymous letter with a young brother or a young sister who would like advice from the panel. So, Black Pearl, it is on you with our anonymous letter for the night.
All right. Hey, Black. I've been out the game for almost 7 years, and I'm thinking about getting out there again. I know that things are different than they were 7 years ago, especially since I was in my 20s. I'm nervous about putting myself out there because it has also been almost 7 years since I've had sex with anyone. I sometimes wonder if I still even know how to have sex. Should I tell the guys I am meeting that it's been years since I've had sex, or will it scare them away?
So what we have is a woman who is...
She said, is it going to scare them away?
So we got brother. Hey,
we got niggas down here out here just turning down chicks that feel like a virgin. Yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead.
I'm with you, Jane. I'm with you. I don't. Well, let me not say my opinion. I'll say my opinion for last. Tyrone, it's on you. What do you? Do you have any advice for this young sister?
Hold up, Trick. You started the conversation. They're going to wait till we go. No. What you about to say?
what do I have to say?
You're not about to get us like that. What you going to do? It depends on how
Leroy Green. I'll say my opinion. So what I'm getting from the letter is this lady, she's not sure if she should let somebody know that she's been withholding from sex or she's been abstinent from sex for a while to a man. And I don't feel like a man will really care either way. I don't feel like a man is going to dismiss you because you have been away from sex. That's my opinion. Now the issue is, are you still abstaining from sex? Now religious things aside, are you still withholding, or are you saying you're ashamed that you were?
It sounds like she about to get out. She ready to get out and get her freak nasty on.
And that's what I'm saying. Now at that point, a man would not care. A man is like, hey, that's better for him. That's better for the man, in my opinion.
Yeah. So I don't. The whole post says, I want to get smashed. So should I tell them to take it easy on me because my booty hole a little tight? That's exactly what that sounded like to me. That's exactly what that sounds like. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I gotta
adjust my weed.
Okay, well here's my thing. When you meet someone, do you go, "Hi, my name is Tyrone. I've been with 7 people"? No. So why does that have to be the first conversation that we have? I don't understand that. That's TMI. What if you just smashing and moving on? Why do I have to tell you all of that?
See, but that's the thing. Some chicks is like that, though.
Hey, my name is such and such, and
But
I've been
like
with this
both
amount of
ways, like
people.
it's crazy. Like both ways. Some
Listen,
chicks will meet
just
you.
surprise him when
They'll
he
meet you, and then the first thing they'll say is,
nah. When he
"My
get in
name is
there
such
and
and
he's
such.
like,
I like
wait
walked
a
on the
minute.
beach, but I'm waiting on God. I'm waiting on God to
It
send me
don't
my
sound
mate."
like
And
she
then you
waiting
got
on
chicks on
God.
the other end of the
She mentioned
spectrum.
God in the letter.
It don't sound like she waiting on God. It sounds like
No,
she
that's what
ready
I'm
to
saying.
get out
Like,
there.
but you got it on both ends of the spectrum. You got those type of chicks, and then you got the other chicks that be like,
We talking
"Hello,
about
my name
this
is such
chick.
and such. I
This
like
chick.
walks on the beach, and I want to get smashed tonight, but it's been a little while, so you might have to take it easy on me."
But that's not
Like
who
you
we
got
talking
those
about.
type, like
We're
those are
talking
the two
about.
ends of the spectrum.
That's not who
Nah.
we talking about.
She
We're talking about
She might
someone
be
who
like that.
sound like
Just told everybody.
she was to
She
herself.
didn't tell everybody it's anonymous. Then when
It's
you know,
anonymous.
she said she just told
Do we have to
everybody.
have this conversation again?
She
So hold
sounds
on,
like
guys. So
someone
hold
who
on,
Hold
guys. So
on,
what we're
hold on.
having, hold
She
on,
ain't
guys.
got
So
nothing to
what we're
worry
having,
about.
what we're having is a lot of people trying to say their opinions, and nobody's really coming through right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through one by one and let everybody
Yeah, you
express
start
their
with
opinion. So Tyrone, you've been quiet on this one, man. What do you feel?
Yeah, she got nothing to worry about. Ain't no dude worried about you not been having sex.
no
And
real dude.
that's actually good for your resume. You ain't out here,
right.
catching bodies. So she ain't got nothing to worry about there. And if you don't remember how, somebody gonna teach you.
Nah, it's like
Don't worry
riding a
about
bike.
that.
Stop playing.
Don't worry about that one. Somebody gonna teach you. Hey,
Hey,
that's all right.
Well said, my brother. Well said, Tyrone. T, it's on
Not
you.
me.
T, it's on you.
With somebody,
If we
clarify
lived
here.
in a world where everybody was honest and she could meet somebody to be like they just want to snatch or they want a relationship, it'd make it more easy. But my heart goes out to her because it's not so much of the man part, but it's, are you gonna fall in love with the first person you sleep with? Or being that you don't know your body, or have you been experimenting with yourself, this guy gonna turn you out, but he ain't doing nothing but missionary. So my hugs go out
you're
to
right.
her, because
Right.
after not knowing nothing for that long, something feels like anything, and then
Right.
one night he don't come home, and dude next door hit it. Now you in love with him. I'm just saying.
Right.
She gonna be all right.
She gonna be all
No,
right.
I'm not. She's gonna be okay, but I'm just saying, like my, it's not more of a guy's gonna accept her, but how she's gonna take it once, if the
She get
person
it tight.
Hey.
do she want a relationship? After all that time, you want a relationship. I'm quite sure if you stayed it that long.
Hey, and people in the comments, make sure that you're posting. We want to hear your opinions as well. We want to hear your opinions. Pearl, it's on you. Pearl, it's on you.
I don't see why she has to say anything up front. That's me. I don't
Right.
see why. That's TMI. No one walks around with the number of bodies they have. You know what I mean? Like, here's my resume of all the people they
But what if it's asked? What if a brother asks, hey, yo, so
You really think he's gonna say, "Hey, have you been out the game for 7 years?" Do you really think that he's gonna ask that? Or he's gonna say, "Are you down?" And she's gonna say yes, and they're gonna get down.
Why she out the game though? She ain't got the monster, do she?
It's not.
She just got some medicine.
She might.
Like, we need to ask some questions about this.
Well, look, she's been out the game. She got that monster now.
Hold on. I honestly think that this is a letter of someone who's nervous to get back in the game, because anyone who's in the game knows all that information is not needed in the beginning. And I'm gonna be real. If she has regained her virginity in the 7 years that she's been out the game, he gonna slide in and know. He gonna be like, wait a minute, this is different, and then he can add, and then maybe that conversation will come up. But again, it just sounds like someone who hasn't been in the game for a while and feels like this is something that is a big concern. Oh no, too much information.
I'm just saying, like, on her emotional end, like, she didn't go into details what she looking for, like if she want to get back out there, or she's looking for a partner. So that's like the unknown variables that we don't know. But I'm just saying, like, per se, she's looking for someone to be in a relationship with. You don't have to tell them that, but when y'all decide y'all about to do, you need to let them know, like,
No.
I'm sorry. I'm letting you know what I can. I can't do what I need help with. We need to make this pleasurable for the both of us. I will gladly explain, draw a little squizzle note. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna waste nobody's time.
There you go. There you go, Uncle Kane. There you go. Hit it. We don't care about that. We don't care about
Kane was
that.
about to warm it up for you. Kane,
I got you covered. Go ahead.
These savages out here don't care about none of that stuff.
So Kane, it's on you, my brother. It's on you. I mean, any advice for this young sister?
Why do you even have to say? Well, I mean, what's the rush in getting back into it? Just let it happen.
Yeah, true.
Like, and then like, if you got this much, look, I ain't never done nothing. Well, I'm gonna say that in my younger days, and she said she was in her 20s, so she's in her early 30s.
Yeah.
Why rush it? Like, why are you feeling this drawback about having intercourse? Ain't no
because
dude.
she's nervous. That's why so much.
No, I'm saying, but why?
No one thinks that much about it.
I'm saying, but why? Like, what? Look. I mean, I don't even see a lose in this situation. Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. I ain't had sex in 7 years. And like the first thing, and I'm gonna use the language, it is what it is. The first thing that dude is thinking, oh, dang, this pussy about to be tight. Look, ain't nobody turning you down, baby. So you probably shouldn't tell nobody that.
No.
I wouldn't.
Like
it might have the opposite effect.
Because y'all remember this saying, this is one from back in the day. Hurt people hurt people. Y'all remember that saying? But no, deceptive people hurt people too. They ain't got to be hurt to hurt you. And you going out and telling folks this, I don't care if they mean you well or not. Let them find out that you don't, that you haven't had it. Now, if it was dude, my advice would be different. If it was a dude, my advice would be different. Because females generally, I'm saying generally, not all but most, they tend to want a little bit more experience out the man in the bedroom. But females,
sex isn't necessary anyway. Like you meet somebody
really
and get comfortable with them, the sex gonna be all right because it's emotional for most people anyway, whether they realize it or not.
Absolutely.
So it's all gonna work out. So
just like Black Pearl said, she get that thing one time. Like she might not even get no sorry. She might get that dick. If she get that right there, baby, here, take my card, and yeah, you can have my bank account. I ain't gonna tell you how I know. I ain't talking about me. I'm just talking about some folks. Like I'm just saying, like
I wanna add this just because I know we're gonna wrap up.
It happened
soon. I think it's funny how men always think, or people always think, that a woman is automatically gonna be sprung because it's been a while. Who says it's gonna be that good? You
right?
Like, and I just watched a movie that says that you putting the dick on a pedestal. You don't even know. You don't even know.
But you would like a brother with confidence in himself, correct?
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is she's putting too much thought into it. So she's putting it on a pedestal. You don't even know what's out there. Y'all are like, oh, she's gonna be sprung, and here's your bank card. What if he get in there?
No, and I'm saying like that's
no, bro. What if he's what?
Like that's the other end of it. Like she might hate it. It might turn her gay.
She better get her two batteries
gay
first.
Look, I'm trying to say, this one chick told me that she had I do talk to some studs, every so often. She said she had some dick so bad one time it turned her gay.
She was already gay.
She was already gay.
That was my point to her. But people do make that excuse. And with her not having it for so long, hey, she might want to go test the water somewhere else.
You can't turn nobody gay because there's never been no woman that bad to make me want to be with a man.
Look. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because y'all got a bullet and a rabbit and a bullet with a rabbit. I mean, y'all got all of it.
She better get it in the shower, get it in the room.
And look, she might have been doing that. Like, talking about it.
She could be tired of that.
Yeah,
like,
it was a
I don't know. There's a whole bunch of areas that's missing. Like, we looking at it from two perspectives. Like she just might want to just go out there and get a snatch. That's it. And then like I'm an emotional person, so I'm like I don't know if she's looking for somebody to fall in love with. It's kind of two type of things because if she just going to smash, she gonna like it or she don't like it. Dude ain't gonna have no problem with it.
If she waited 7 years, she got a good control.
Right.
She gotta get to that. She likes.
But she looking for somebody. But who knows? She didn't say.
We don't know what she said.
Get a
connection. Like,
let it be
should
natural.
I tell them up front or should I? So I guess to wrap it up, we feel like that's your business. Don't go fall in love with the first piece of dick that you get, and good luck.
Yeah. And don't let the first piece of dick discourage you either if it's not good.
That's it.
Get back out there. Keep trying,
man.
Keep
she
trying,
a good man.
Let it be. Get back on the horse and try again,
baby. I don't either.
And Lynn has been saying, I agree. I agree with Lynn. I agree. It's not necessary. I don't think she's trying to just smash. Everybody said, hey, look,
about the relationship.
It's not important. Keep it to yourself and wait for that special moment. You guys will come together and it'll happen when it's supposed to.
Let it happen organically.
Organically, correct.
No, she wanted to happen organically. That's the problem. She wanted to have. She wanted to happen organically.
Not orgasmically. Organically.
That's exactly how she wanted to have it.
Uncle Kane, stop it. Let's get to the next topic.
All right. So guys, moving on. I hope that our anonymous listener, I hope that we did put some insight out there for you. Now, moving on, tonight's topic, we are discussing our role models, are entertainers or athletes role models for our community, or should they be? Now, bringing this on is the topic of Sha'Charri Richardson. Now, Miss Sha'Charri Richardson smoked marijuana. She tested positive for marijuana, and the Olympic Committee suspended her. Now, we even in our social group, we have differing opinions. That's why we thought that this would be a great topic tonight. A lot of people are saying, yes, she should be held accountable for those decisions. And a lot of people are saying, hey, she's not a role model. She had a lot of stress. She had XYZ going on. So should athletes and entertainers be role models for our community? Number one. And should Sha'Charri be held accountable, or should we give her a pass as a community and let her run? So what are our thoughts on that? Starting with you, Mr. Tyrone, how do we feel?
So I felt like, number one, at first, me as a coach, I coached track for like 13 years. So as a coach, I'm like thinking how that's the pinnacle of your career, and like, why would you do that? And I was like disappointed. And accountability comes first. I'm a coach, and I'm and all of that. And I think a lot of people confuse the disappointment of the community because we seen the story, we seen her hugging her grandma. And everybody's like, oh, she looks like a girl from the hood around the way that we would know. Mm-hmm. And so we were ready to root for her. And then she did that. It's like, wow, weed? You smoke weed on the ruin it for yourself? And so then the disappointment came in. That's why I was like, yo, you should be accountable. Like, if we want equality, sometimes it goes to, the punishment. If it's equal, that's what we want, equal punishment. If you smoke weed, the Olympic Committee is going to ban you. And that's how it is, we can't want equality and then want but not this time, it is what it is.
Excuse me 1 second, because Facebook user, who are you saying bring me on for 3 minutes? There is a link that you guys can go and give StreamYard permission to use your name, so you won't be. Guess who it is, guys? Ash Jones is in the building. Ash, I will definitely. Hey, you got to ask permission, Ash. I will definitely bring you on, Ash. Give us a break in the action, and I will definitely let you on. So Tyrone, please continue for me.
Yeah, but that's just how it is. They're going to ban you if you use marijuana, and as an athlete that it's banned. A lot of people, and then we get emotional. A lot of us as Black people got emotional. I see people bringing up Michael Phelps, which is a totally different situation. He got banned, but it was different timing. They didn't not ban him because he was a white guy. We made it race when it wasn't race. It's just we were disappointed. We're disappointed. you know. And the people who are about accountability like me, I'm still rooting for. I wanted to come back next Olympics and kill it. You know, I'm not like hating or nothing, but it's disappointing. Like, I understand the reason that you did it. You found your mom died, but as an elite athlete, you got to do something different. You got to do so. You can't do that. And if you do, and she's good though, and we baby people too in our community a lot of times. We baby them, and now we want her to get an exception. We don't want her to not get banned. And she's accepted it. She said, I messed up. And she's moved on. But, you know, and we baby everybody. Yes. Oh, no, because we were rooting for to make something special, a exception. But that's not the way the world works. You know, you got to be better than that. Bottom line, for me, it's pretty simple.
I think. Go ahead.
Hold on one second, Pearl. Everybody, please welcome original TGGX member Ash Jones in the building. Everybody, how we feeling, Ash? How we feeling?
Hey, good.
I know you got strong opinions on this.
I do. That's why I'm gonna let everybody talk. And I'm gonna
exactly. Like Smoke said, and I know this, man. But we're gonna go through. We're gonna let everybody say their opinions. Then we're gonna come to you because I know everybody's gonna be one way, and you gonna come with the bat the other way. So
you know I'm coming with the facts, but I'm gonna let everybody go. Get it out.
Hey, so Black Pearl, I know you were saying something. It's on you.
What Tyrone said was really good, and I get it. There was a disappointment, like, oh man, why did that happen? But I really don't feel like the majority of people were coming on a, oh man, what's happened? I think it was pure judgment, right? And it's not right. It's not right. We are not supporting her. Half the people was like, oh, she shouldn't have done that. It was high when they were saying it. It doesn't even make sense to me. Am I saying, okay, I get it, the Olympics has rules and she should have known better and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, great, I get it. Follow the rules. I'm not taking that away because if you're going to get in the game, you got to play the game the way it's presented to you. But my disappointment is not in her. My disappointment is in the community. Because it's like if one Black person does something bad, the whole Black community is an issue. But why can't that one Black person be the one to do something good and it helps the whole community? It just doesn't, I don't understand what's the problem. Like now she's like this giant fuck up because she got high. When half of the country legalized weed, are we freaking serious right now? Yes, she should have known better. She should have known better.
Not an Olympic swimmer though.
Listen,
Eddie
follow the rules.
No Black famous.
Hold on, everybody. Hold. Black Pearl has the floor.
She didn't get into the Olympics and not know the rules. That's what I'm saying. That's not my issue because she even said, yo, I'm in here. I got to deal with what I got to deal with. It's all the judgment by all the saints on the sinner. That's my thing. Everybody a saint now. Oh, my God. How could she do that? Oh, my God. Like, come on, yo. Like, come on. We got to do better.
You know what, Black Pearl, you threw me for a loop. I thought that we were all gonna be on the same page, and I thought Ash was gonna be the one out on the limb by herself.
And I tell y'all all the time, never assume because I'm smiling, I'm down with what you're saying.
Hold on, Tyrone. I'm gonna definitely come back to you. I'm gonna definitely come back to you. But we got Kane and we got T. So Kane, I'm gonna come to you first. How do you feel? Sha'Charri Richardson, marijuana tested positive. She is no longer running in the Olympics. Do you feel that she is a role model for our kids? Do you feel she should be held accountable? Or do you feel, as Black Pearl stated, we're saints trying to judge?
Let me say this clearly.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of got stupid over the last, not just this year. We got stupid over the last about 10 years. NBA players and football players and NFL players, they've been getting high since the 80s.
Thank you.
And Ash, I'm with you and I'm not with you. I'm gonna put it this way. I'm with y'all.
You friends with me on Facebook? You friends with me on Facebook?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That's where I thought that was coming from. I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
No. I'm just saying, like, so you had said that before. I didn't know.
Oh no. I didn't even put my.
No, I'm just saying, like,
read a Facebook post I put up. That's why I said that. But never mind.
No, I'm just saying. No, I I ain't been on. I mean, I've been more in the group than on regular Facebook.
Yeah, I got you.
But no, I'm just saying, football players, NBA players, they've been doing this since like the '80s.
They still are.
And well, actually, they suffer punishment when they get caught.
If
You
they
know,
get
they just had a they had a thing
Hold
about.
on, Ash. I know you want.
I know.
Hold on,
I mean, I know that you see because Le'Veon Bell just went through this like not long ago. I don't know how close you follow football, but I follow it real close.
Oh no, I was in DC.
I mean,
I know a
used to play.
couple. I know a couple players. I'm gonna keep it to myself though. But yeah,
I mean, yeah, I know a few players myself.
Yeah.
I'm saying, and they, you know, when that random comes around, it comes.
yeah.
I'm going to ask this question here though. If I was driving a commercial vehicle and I got caught, even in the state that they made it legal, if I got caught with weed in my system, they take my license.
And then you'd have to be accountable, right?
It's a wrap.
And
Yeah.
then, look, and then
But that doesn't make you a bad person.
No,
Nope.
I'm saying no.
Wait,
hold on.
let him finish his
Let me
thoughts.
finish
Ash.
now.
Let him finish his thoughts.
And I'm saying I actually applaud Sha'Charri Richardson. Y'all misunderstand me. That's why I said I wanted to say this clearly because she took accountability for her actions. My problem lies in with the millions of people that won't let her be accountable. That's my problem. I don't care nothing about what she did, to be honest with you. She said it herself. I knew what the rules were. I broke them. And that's where it should have laid at.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't.
It
That's
didn't.
the problem.
Like a lot of folks, for some reason, they saw it as an opportune time to cause a fight. I ain't even, because half of them folks don't even believe what they saying. Half of them didn't know nothing about it before we got to track and field and she got caught with marijuana. Didn't nobody know about it.
But it's bigger than that.
But unless you like somebody like me that follow track and field, you don't know nothing about them two Jamaican girls that was faster than her. You don't know nothing about the 3 or 4 black girls that's still on the team. Y'all
because
don't care
it wasn't
nothing
about
it.
track and
Y'all
field.
care
It's
about
about
that
her being
one
black.
that
It's
got
about
kicked
her
out the
being
team,
black.
and she admitted that she was wrong. Hold on, let me finish.
Yeah.
See, because I was quiet for this one. Because I want y'all to understand, we didn't care nothing about the other 3 girls, the black ones that was still on the team. We cared about the one that got kicked off that said she broke the rules. Now, I'm not saying that she should have. I'm not going to say that. Me personally, if it's legal, that's my problem with it. If it's going to be legal, y'all need to go ahead on and do something with this entire country. If it's going to be legal here, it need to be legal there. But my problem with it is the reactions from people that's for her or quote unquote for her and the ones that's quote unquote against. Y'all taking this way too hard. You got people now roasting each other just because of somebody they don't know. That's stupid.
Beating it into the ground.
You got people and they feelings mad about this stuff and they don't know her. And then y'all got people that's right around you that suffer real oppression and y'all don't care nothing about them.
Mm-hmm.
But now she's famous and then y'all got something to say about it. That's retarded. It's hypocritical. We just had a conversation last week about Juneteenth. And my standard stays the same on Juneteenth. Don't tell me nothing about no holiday. And don't tell me nothing about no athlete. We done made athletes role models and we don't care nothing about the ones that's teaching them that.
I don't think it's about the athletes. That's what I'm telling you.
Course,
It's about
shout out to Leroy Gray.
It's about the fact that she's black. Okay. And we feel like she was representing the black race. But if that's what's going on, then y'all need to stop listening to Chris Brown and y'all need to stop listening to Lil Baby. Y'all need to not listen to the verses with Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat and Escape because they all, I'm just saying to you, like, we can't just her.
Like,
hold on. Before we get to the debate,
Hold on, she gotta go, then I gotta go.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm sorry because T has been waiting patiently. She look like she about to unleash hell. So
I need Ashley to go ahead and go. Come tell you something. You know how you be in the bathroom waiting in line, but the person behind you be doing a pee dance. I can hold mine. That go ahead and get what she need to get out, okay? Because she over there be dancing like.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Because
So who is this Facebook user?
I know I interfere. So I just
You
need 2
good?
minutes.
Go ahead, Queen. Get it out. You got something on your chest.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna do a quick rundown. First of all, when did the black community start saying rules are rules? Never heard a black nigga say that until that shit happened. Sorry for my language.
What's that?
It
I'm a
pissed me
man.
off.
I ain't
When did the black community start using rules or rules? I've never heard that in my life. I'm 27. I might be a little young, but I ain't never heard no black person in my life, uncle, aunt, great uncle, ever say rules or rules. That was crazy to me. Second of all, why are we saying that when we know damn well the rules are built on oppression? So why are we sitting here telling somebody to obey some rules that we know is built on oppression? Second of all, they have the option whether or not they can detect marijuana in those urine tests for the drug test. The Olympics, just the same way they took away Black Lives Matter shirts and all of that stuff, they made a conscious decision to make it an option to detect marijuana in urine tests. That's the other thing. So that's how you know it's built on oppression. They purposely did that. The other
Of course. We know that.
We know that. So if we know this, why are we screaming rules are rules?
Because that's not the. I'm telling you, that's not the point.
No. Hold on. Let me finish. This is why I said when marijuana was first becoming legal a couple years ago, why certain rules needed to be changed. The reason why I took Sha'Charri's situation serious was because this could have opened up opportunities for people who smoke weed to get better jobs if they would go ahead and lift that dumb rule. That rule is stupid because it's legal. They've already proved marijuana is not a drug. So why the girl can't? How do you fail a drug test from something that's not a drug? It's not a drug.
Because if you take marijuana completely out the picture, there's gonna be a couple people who ain't making money no more. How about
I want to go again after Tigo. Because I didn't finish.
Just like if you completely knock out racism, America's gonna lose a lot of money.
They're gonna lose a lot of money. Exactly. But my thing is the reason why marijuana is halfway legal and halfway illegal or whatever you want to call it is because the white man is making money off of marijuana. That's why they so torn with it, because they are making money off of it.
I hate that argument. Go ahead.
I hate it too, but it is what it is.
No, but I'm saying, like, look, this is the problem that we got, man. And I hate to say this about our own folk. We are in some precarious positions. We'll say that we do follow laws that are oppressive, but we don't get to pick and choose the ones that we follow.
We're not picking.
That's the craziest part about it.
No. Hold on, let me finish.
This one scenario. I just wanted to give you this one scenario. You know the man is around the corner from your house. You know the speed limit at around the corner from your house is 55. You know the man is around the corner just waiting for you to come out there and speed. Are you going to go out there and speed? We know that it's an oppressive rule. We know that it ain't no real reason for that speed limit being not.
Listen, 60. I know where you're going with that. Listen, that's totally different. We're talking about this is like this is how I look at it, bro.
Not really. Like, it's a rule.
It's not.
Look,
if I go,
hold on, guys. Hold on. Let her get her thoughts out because we still got to come to T before we get to the debate because we got under 30 minutes left. So, Ash, go continue with yours. Then we got to come to T.
Okay. So, I can't even remember my damn train of thought. That's why I don't like stopping. But
I'm with that marijuana.
Okay. But all I was saying was, bro, you can't sit here and it's certain rules, but not for real. It's certain rules that we can honestly sit here and say, okay, like the speed limit, nigga, you know you gotta obey the speed limit. But I'm saying we're talking about the Olympics. We talking about something that's not illegal. What Sha'Charri did, I want to stay on topic. Like, we talk about jobs and the speed limit, like, that's the law. Duh. You can't do that. We're talking about marijuana that is legal. It's legal in 19 plus states. She was in Oregon smoking it. She did nothing illegal. The girl should have been able to run. My problem with our community is we shifted our energy to this rules is rules instead of shifting our energy to let's fix this rule so that this won't be an issue, and let's also fix this rule so that our brothers and sisters can get a better job and provide for their families better so that this rule can get lifted.
I think you guys are hyper focused on the fact this is a bigger issue. It's not about the marijuana. It's about the fact that Olympics were not originally made for us.
Exactly.
Period. That's why we can't wear swim caps when they damn well know we sleep with bonnets and all type of other stuff.
Exactly.
So the point is, if you're gonna go onto their ground to play their game, they can maneuver, manipulate, tweak, twitch.
Okay, hold on, Black Pearl. One more thing. This is what I'm gonna say to that.
Let me get a response when you get free, KJ.
Hold on. This is my thing to that. This is my problem with black people. You sit here when the NBA did the lot with the pandemic and stuff. We sat here and said, niggas, let's get our own damn leagues. Let's get out of that shit. Y'all sit here, no, it's not possible. I don't believe in it. So then we go to the Olympics and we got this oppression going on with oppression. Clearly, this.
Now I do agree with you there.
Now, and we got rules built on oppression. And now y'all sitting here saying, oh, we'll follow the rules. Well, nigga, which one y'all want to do? Do y'all want to get your own league and do it yourself?
I'm not saying.
We got to cut it short. We got to cut it because we got to come to tea. I'm sorry.
I appreciate y'all. I'm off of it. But that was my whole point. That's all I was saying. It's bigger than Chicago.
You might as well stay on now because we got rebuttals. But see, come on.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, my sweet babies. You can Google it. I don't know if you got Katana, Siri. I don't know what kind of phone you got, but you can research it. Let's break it down to facts and feelings, okay? Simple as that. Fact. She stood up there and showed us she knew what she signed up for. That's why I rock with her. She stood up there and apologized and said, hey, I knew I signed up for y'all rules and regulations, and I messed up. Y'all will see me again. So I can appreciate her for knowing what she got herself into. Okay? Feelings. Imagine you doing an interview and the lady's like, oh, so how's the meet going today? And she's like, oh, it's good. So how you feel about your mama dying?
Right. I remember that.
Anybody that lost a close relative or parent knows that it's an endless emotional roller coaster you have no control over.
It never ends.
Now, the reason why I feel like she was so responsible because she knows she messed up. But given her emotional state, it was like, whatever. So we don't know if that was her go-to person, but half of us don't want to walk 3 miles. Look, all the training discipline she did. So she not only let herself down as well, we don't gotta. That's like, my son be doing some stuff and it be smarter than me. I don't beat him for it. You want to know why? Because he was smarter than me. I just be like, why didn't I think of that? So there's no need to beat her down for something that she trained for. She was disciplined for. Come on. I hate walking 3 minutes. I'm lazy. I would get in the car going across the street to my sister's house. You understand me? So she sacrificed the work. She sacrificed the time. She knew what she was getting into, so she stood up like a black proud woman and said, I knew I was playing y'all games. I fucked up, but I'll be back. And I respect her for that.
Can I be honest? It sounded scripted to me. That's me.
I'm so mad at you right now.
Hold on.
That's how I talk. However,
no, I'm talking about Sha'Charri owning up to it and stuff so fast. It just sounded so scripted because she didn't want to lose her sponsorship.
Go ahead, finish up, T.
However, have the Olympics ever let someone compete?
Yes.
No matter the race, the state, the country, because it's a nationwide thing. You understand me? Have they ever given anyone a pass? Fuck yes. You use your Siri, Google, whatever you got to do to look that up. I don't care who it was or what it was for. Okay? And that drug was 9 times out of 10 an enhancement drug. So if we just back away from color itself, let's just take our feelings out of it, because we know we've been through some shit. We know they playing with us. We know they holding us down. But if you just bag up a nation together, they have.
But the question is not, no offense to you and everybody else, the question was not, should we back up Sha'Charri? The question was, should athletes and entertainers be role models? That was the point of what we were saying here.
So let me come and say this, guys. Let me come and say this, because you have an excellent point, Black Pearl. And I want to start out. I don't know the brother's name, but in the group, he responded. I know he had a position similar to Ash's, and he responded, "Y'all niggas always trying to down people." Now, me and this brother had a conversation. Cool, brother. I salute you. We had a conversation. We on the same team. We're trying to reach the same goal. My thing is this. Now, when you say nigga, I know a lot of people thinking it's cooning or whatever. So that really hurt me. It's like, yo, you cooning, you're not really backing her up. And a lot of people feel that way. You ain't backing her up, you cooning, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You doing this because you're downing her. Let me tell you this. I am a middle school physical education coach.
Hey.
I have students that have been through shit you wouldn't imagine. And they come to me every day and they fess up to their shit. Hold on. They fess up to their shit every day. They come up to me, yo, coach, I did XYZ and it was my bad. Now, if I was just hey, you fessed up to it, you get a pass. I cannot do that because you still messed up. There are people that are out there that are wanting you to make those mistakes just so they can shut you down. And for my young black brothers' cases, they will kill you.
Yes.
They will kill you. So yes, I'm still gonna be on your ass. Just because you fessed up to it, I'm gonna be on your ass. Now, do I forgive you? Do I forgive you? Do I feel like, oh, you just a disgrace? Or no, you still a black brother with millions of opportunity, just like Sha'Charri got worlds of opportunity. I am not downing that sister. I am not saying what she cannot do, but I do hold you accountable because somebody, like Ash said, somebody was like, oh, we're gonna get her with this weed. We're gonna get it. They are setting you up for the failure. And what I was saying was, and I know there are other black women that were on the team and everything, but how many that look like her? Now, what you mean, KJ? What you mean look like her? I have students that have the nails, the hair, and everything like that. Now, we have many black athletes. They dress the part. This young lady came out there and said, I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna wear my orange hair. I'm gonna wear my long nails, and I'm gonna do it my way unapologetically. Do you understand how many young women are looking to her like, oh, I can feel comfortable within myself. These teachers can't pronounce my fucking name, but I'm here. I mean something.
Mm-hmm.
But
she represents that.
The only one
you
that
don't get a fucking pass for smoking weed when you know they are trying to shut you down. I fucking teach this shit every day. I see these kids.
Right.
So when you telling me, oh man, you just down in her. I'm not down in her. I expect more of her because you're in that position. And these kids are looking at you and they're depending on you. Now,
well, once I found out her mother died, I ain't expecting nothing out of her.
Are role models or are entertainers or athletes, are they role models? Once you get that spotlight on you, whether you accept it or not, yes, you do become one. I am a physical education teacher. I listen to Wu-Tang Clan. I can't pull up to the schoolyard. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Because if coach listen to it, I can see it.
Thank you.
Okay, but let me give you another perspective. What if they commend her for, you know what I'm saying, holding herself accountable? Because she could have went and took another route and been a bitch about it, but she decided to own up to it and show that she's a human. I feel like being authentic and showing, you know, instead of being a puppet, because that's what athletes and celebrities are, puppets. That's all they are. Let's show that you're a real human being, that you make mistakes, that you can be in the spotlight and make a mistake, bounce back from it because she's 21. She has... Y'all act like she's 30. She's 20.
No, bounce back next Olympics. That's gonna be. She's gonna be all right.
This is not over for her, and I think that's where the disconnect is saying. Y'all are thinking that we are shutting this lady down. Oh, you messed up.
We rooting for her still.
You particular KJ. It's just I'm on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and it's just the level of what people are saying about her. It's just like, bro, y'all was just riding for her. She smoked a little weed. Now rules is rules, and I never heard niggas say this. So are y'all turning into like, are y'all with the oppressor now? What's going on?
But look, we get emotional. You can be emotional. You can be effective. Like rules are rules because now she's not in the Olympics, right? So if she didn't smoke the weed, she'd be in the Olympics. It's not about
right. But if we put our
I know it was legal, but the IOC. But hold on. Let me see. The IOC had that rule. All right, now you can be emotional and say your weed is. I think it should be legal. I think she should be able to smoke, but that's not the reality of what was going on. Now, hold on. And now, because she broke the rule, She's not in the Olympics. Now we can get emotional and be like, woo, woo, you know, marijuana's great. It should be what it should be, but it's not. It just wasn't.
So
that was the disappointment.
Let me ask you this. When we was going through segregation, we was going through white only water fountains, white only. We had to get up on the bus. Did our grandparents, great grandparents sit there and just be like, oh, we ain't gonna do nothing about this. We're just gonna keep going to this raggedy water fountain and getting up when they get on the bus.
So I'm glad you mentioned that.
Change because they knew the rule was wrong. So instead of towards just obeying our oppressor, let's put some energy towards fixing these fucking rules. That's the problem. That's why we are what we are, because we sit here and just take the shit and don't fix it. Look. Honestly, no, hold on. One question. Okay. What did y'all sit here? Not just you, but when I say you, I'm talking about everybody. What did niggas sitting around saying rules is rules?
Can we say men and women? We always gotta be niggas? Can we just be humans? I'm sorry. I'm
sorry. When I heard rules is rules, when I heard rules is rules,
I'm a man. I'm not a nigga. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, when I heard rules is rules, it sounded ignorant to me. So that's why I'm responding with nigga, because that
my mama always told me that it ain't illegal till you get caught. But I ain't never heard rules is rules. But I guess
I never heard rules is rules from black people, and it just like sounded like
it's just reality,
house nigga energy. That's what it was giving. Like it's just like y'all put y'all energy towards that when y'all should be putting y'all energy towards getting her back on the track so that she could run right now. But instead, we was like, oh, well, let's take it. Rules is rules. No, what we ain't fight for?
So, you mentioned what she said. You speak on segregation, right? When we were segregated. So instead of being emotional,
I wasn't trying to bring segregation. I was just
but I'm saying you said just take it. We didn't just take it, but we had a plan. We didn't get emotional and say and crack all the white people beside the head. And there was a process to getting that done. We didn't get emotional. Say
now. So process. We didn't even fight. We didn't fight. We just took it.
Can't fight right now. There's a time.
Hold on.
What? I was just saying.
No. Hold on. Listen. Everybody, listen up. It's on you, Tyrone. It's on you, and then we will respond accordingly.
I just feel like a lot of times black people, some of my younger folks, they get emotional, and when you're emotional, you can't be effective. You ever see a boxing match? And one fighter's pissed off, they always get knocked out. The more calm fighter, the more poised fighter that can think is going to win the fight. We get so emotional about this stuff, we don't think. Like the rule is the rule. If she smoked, you can't smoke. It's just a bottom line. I know it was legal where she was at and all that, but you can't do it.
Pearl, I just want to say one thing. Wait, 1 second. Okay. I'm just saying this because Ash dropped off. I don't think the issue with what Ash is saying was a bad thing. I think that, like you said, she is becoming so emotional about this topic that she is not hearing that we weren't fighting what she was saying. I'm agreeing with a lot of what she's saying.
Yeah, a lot of what she's saying.
Ash was saying some real stuff.
Yeah, she was hitting it. And I'm going to say, yes, with age, you learn that you argue with people to prove that you're right. But when you're already right, you just keep hitting the facts. And I think that was the thing. And if you're watching, Ash, your points were valid. And your points were valid. But unfortunately, like many of us tend to do, you let your emotions deliver your ideas, and you start to lose people. I wasn't arguing. You was hit. You look in the chamber. Bat. You was doing it, but you gotta. This is the way delivery.
Ash reminds me of me when I was.
Right.
Jay Weeks. I mean, Weeks. When he returns, he'll be able to tell you. I was the exact same way. I was. You couldn't speak against Umar or Sha'Charri or anybody like that without me. Oh no. I mean, but with age became okay. All right, I started to tolerate different views more.
Right.
And my thing is this: everybody that's so, okay, I get that. There needs to be change, but who is going to start the change? Dr. Umar said this best: for Black people to step to the next section, we need our own. But for us to get our own and do our own things, we are going to have to suffer a little bit. And I know y'all like suffer, KJ. We not suffering enough.
Said it too.
we gonna have to suffer a little bit, and nobody. And I think that's where the disconnect between Ash and what people are saying we should do. Nobody wants to be those ones that's going to go through that suffering period.
Can I say something though?
Go ahead.
Look, sometimes one of our biggest problems is we start fighting the wrong folks.
Did you pull out the microphone?
Wanted to, for some reason, and I'm not trying to make this a black-white thing. Don't get me wrong. I got white friends. They probably gonna see this. I don't really care. They already know how I feel. But them white folks, you don't see them doing this with each other.
Not in front of us.
Thing about it. You don't see it. If you see it, you don't do it. You don't see them doing it very long.
Correct.
We, for some reason, will do it. Matter of fact, I've seen this white dude correct this older white dude. He corrected this younger white dude. He was like, son, you know you shouldn't be doing that, yada, yada, yada. Told him about how he was dressed and told him he should find a better job. I'm talking about, and I'm just sitting there looking at him. And the young dude didn't fight him. The white folks around him, they just looked at him. This is like one of their private settings. And one of the things that I took from them, they take care of their folks. And it looked like the younger folks actually listen to something that they say. We end up fighting each other, and we figure the white folks is against us. And then we figure, the Latinos is against us. Then we go, Koreans and Chinese is against us. But shoot, a lot of times we do a whole lot more danger to ourselves than any of them. Look, folks, for some reason, I'm glad that the young lady, as she brought up segregation. I'll take a step back. Slavery. For some reason, people don't know that it was black folks that owned slaves too.
I think also we tend to forget that the lasting impact is up here, not the physical.
Yeah, it's a mental.
Right? We want to fight people. We want to throw hands. That pain is temporary. Lesson usually not learned. But when you get to someone up here, that's a lifetime. That's a lifetime.
Yeah. If you can teach one. See, me personally, look, that's why I say I'm glad that the young lady took accountability for her own actions, and she said it right out in a way that I could respect. See, me, look, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put it on the line for you. I'm ex-military. I had to go serve in Operation OIF, we'll put it that way. I had to go serve overseas. It won't know where these rules is oppressing me. Cause I used to smoke me a little something back in the day. Used to drink a little something too. If I got caught, then yeah, I got punished. I can't go telling the system that it's bad if I want to be in that man's army. At the end of the day, I got to make my own. See, that's one of the reasons that I work for myself. It's because I don't like following other folk rules. That's just how I am. Sorry, it's what it is. But I'm not gonna go to Niagara where I was the other night and then tell them, I'm gonna smoke weed on their parking lot. I don't care how legal it is. I'm not gonna tell them that. And if the DOT stop me and they catch the marijuana in my system, they're gonna burn me. And I can't say that I'm oppressed because it's legal over here, but I know that the federal regulation is I can't smoke it.
Exactly.
See, we got to stop fighting some of these battles. Some of these battles, they ain't even battles. We still got people up. We still got kids
get into grassroots politics
that can't even get good teaching, and they in middle school through high school, and they can't get teaching. This ain't even made no headline. This is a problem that they just figured out a couple of months ago. It ain't even made headline. For the first time, we'll have black girls everywhere in the Olympics. Ain't nobody said nothing about that because everybody wants something to argue and fight about. And for some reason, everybody that's doing the arguing and fighting, it ain't the white folks. It's us.
All right, well.
We all had to do something different.
But to answer Black Pearl, back to the question you was saying about them being role models. I think that they are role models because it's like you made it out the hood, you're successful, and it's kind of better to want to have somebody that did it the legal way. It makes people feel like they have hope. And I love her because Her apologies is like, I know y'all was looking up to me, but once in a while, you get caught doing something you ain't supposed to do. You take actions for it. You get up, you fix it, you do it again. And I can stand for that message because you're not supposed to mess up. You're a role model. But if you do, however, mess up, taking accountability, fixing it, let the kids know that you're going to have bumps in the road. But, you know, you still could do better for yourself. So that's just
all right, guys. We've come to that 1 hour mark. One thing I will say is this. Hold on, let me bring up. There he is. Thank you, Pearl. I think that tonight was a great.
Hit the wrong button.
Tonight was a great show. I will admit to our viewers out there, we did talk a lot about Sha'Charri and our views on that, but we didn't hit a lot on the role model or the athletes, entertainers, and are they role models for us? And I do apologize for that. We got so interested and deep into conversation. We had some great conversation. I definitely want to thank Ash, our original panel member, for coming up. I mean, she had some great points and everything like that. We are at the time now for our final thoughts. Right now, I am going to start with T because T, I always come at you last. So this time, I'm going to come at you first.
Listen, you got old minds, you got young minds, you got people who have done it and face the consequences. So when they talk to you, they're talking to you with feeling because they did the shit and they got in trouble for it. You have people who know about it and have not been through it, know what it's like, but have not had the punishment for it. So we bridge the gap between those who have did and those who don't know. We'll be a strong force to reckon with. But as long as it's always the, nah, you think this way, nah, you think that way, we're not going to get past go with ourselves before we even bring anybody else into our circle.
Yeah.
Tyrone, it's on you.
It's on me?
Yep, it's on you.
Man, I think, just from the conversation, man, I think as far as us, I think accountability, I think it's okay to be accountable. It's okay to hold people accountable. I think judgment, isn't always a bad thing within the community. Sometimes people mess up and there should be a little bit of judgment, but there should be redemption along with it. There should be redemption. Like I can judge you and say, whoa, that's not right.
Fire, as Waldo. Fire.
But there's redemption. Like I don't believe in canceling people. And I think that's been a big confusion with this. When we hold somebody accountable, like people have held her, they think you're judging them and you want them, to be canceled and that's it. We're just saying, hey, okay, we're disappointed. You messed up, but we're rooting for you next time. Let's get it. Let's get it next time. Let's go. Next time that piece should be pure as snow and you're going to burn the track up, Right. And I think we gotta start showing more of that towards each other. Love can be tough sometimes. Love isn't always just, hey, you black, and we're gonna root for you no matter what you do, and you better not say nothing about them. Black people mess up too, and when they do, it's okay to say they messed up, and it's okay to to pull them up when they fall down. Don't leave them down, pull them back up later. And I think that's what I'm grabbing from this, and what I hope everybody can pick up. Just understand everybody, man. Everybody who's disagreeing about this is kind of on the same side. We just, we gotta have some accountability though. It's gotta happen. All right.
Good stuff, Tyrone. Good stuff, Tyrone. Uncle Kane, it's on you.
Oh no!
You gotta play that violin when we get ready to leave because you've been working on it the whole hour.
Look. I'm trying to tell you, I've been working on some music over the last week or so. But no. Black Pearl.
Yes.
There you go. You wasn't smiling too much.
You're so beautiful.
I'm smiling. It's dope. It makes me feel some type of way when you That's exactly how you. Yeah. So
I'm
look.
sorry.
No,
I started sitting up here my shades through the darn computer thing.
But look, I'm gonna tell you though. Look, we as a people, we got to move somewhere. You know, I'm glad that, you know, Leroy Green over there, he a teacher. You know, that is one of the most, and I'm dead serious. That is one of the most foundational jobs that you can have, period, for the future of our race. But that man ain't gonna get as much props as an athlete. That man is not going to get as much props as a military guy. That man is not going to get as much props as a police officer, so on and so forth. But
and
he
shout
has,
out to Tyrone
but
too.
I'm telling you, but he has to deal with all of those people's kids. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to bust his head wide open, but I'm saying, like, serious. I mean, for some reason, we have to stop, you know, picking a side. It's a reason why I don't do either Democrat or Republican. I don't do that garbage. I'm sorry. It's what it is. They don't care nothing. Neither side care nothing about you. That's my personal opinion. I don't care if you don't like it. Anyway,
most of us military guys be on that
because we've seen a lot that a lot of regular folks don't know.
We know better.
And that's just serious. I'm gonna be honest with you. The only person that ever came across seas was Bush. But we know how that was.
He's going to the left. He
was checking on his friends he set up over there with all that money. He had to check
he had the receipt.
That's
what I said.
We gotta keep moving, guys. We gotta keep moving, guys.
That's why they knew it was over there. But that's why, look, and I'm saying, like, I'm gonna tell you, they knew them weapons of mass destruction was over there because they still had the receipt. Anyway,
come back.
But no, let me come back though. But I'm serious though, and that's why I'm saying, like, we've begun arguing over this, and it's to the point now where nobody's listening to one another. We have a whole lot of passion in it, and we want solidarity every so often when it's convenient. But when it comes to handling actual problems, we're arguing. And see, this is going to hurt right here. That's why some of them white folks is ahead of you. It ain't got nothing to do with segregation and slavery, because some of the richest people on the planet are black. But we choose to fight and argue and be at ends with one another, and we have to stop that. She was wrong. She said she was wrong. I understand that everybody has feelings about it. But the next athlete that comes along, what are they going to do for your situation right there at the house? Nothing. I mean, hold your point of view, but don't get at ends with one another. It just ain't worth it. God bless all of you.
Appreciate you, Kane. Black Pearl, your words of wisdom.
So the question tonight was, should athletes and entertainers be role models? Right?
No.
Yes. Look at the top of your screen, sir. So the answer to that is, whether we like it or not, they are. But we as a people need to be a part of that too. You know what I mean? We need to be able to filter that. I think the thing that disappointed me the most with this whole Olympic thing is a role model in no shape or form means that it's a perfect person. What a role model is someone that you can emulate the process that they went through something. Did they fall? Did they get up? Were they accountable? Were they responsible? Right? But I think why I've stayed so quiet about this when we were posting on our page is because it turned from role model to judgment. And you're not going to change or improve anyone by judging them and condemning them like you're a saint. It's just not going to happen. This is a very young lady. If all of us remember what it's like to be 21, this is a very young lady that's just... I
don't want to remember.
Exactly. And going through stuff. Right? And in the midst of it, instead of supporting her, we turned against each other. And that is the worst role model of this whole situation. We did not come together and just go, yo, oh, come on, and then move on. We started fighting each other. And that is the problem. We started making up new rules, like Ash said, rules are rules, and all that. We started doing whatever we could to drag us further down than how we already felt we were being dragged down. And that was the biggest mistake to me. Should she learn from this? Yes. Should she be accountable? Yes. Did she know what she signed up for? Yes. But what did we do? We just used this as an opportunity to turn against each other. And I think that sucks. As far as our anonymous letter.
Oh, Jesus.
We supposed to everything.
I want to be smashed.
Wrap it up. Don't keep throwing it all over the place and keep your mouth shut. Thank you.
All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up here. One thing that stood out to me.
You ought to tell that girl with the anonymous letter to do that. Anyway.
One thing that stood out to me is guys, the iron is forged in fire. And for our people, we're going to have to go behind closed doors and we're going to have to hash it out sometimes. And that's what we're doing right now. We're going to have to do that. We're going to have to we're going to have these hard conversations. And one thing that I'm willing to admit, I mentioned the brother earlier. I asked him to come on the show. I don't know if he's one of the Facebook users or not. And sometimes we have to get out of our own way. I was so anxious to get my point across to the brother. Like, yo, he said something. I was angry. I'm like, I took it a certain way, and what should I respond? I'm deleting and responding like, yo, I'm gonna hit him with this one. And I didn't even realize that the brother had posted something on another thread that made absolute 100% facts. If I would have responded a certain way, he would have kept responding. Me and this brother might have had beef. Now imagine if we okay. He's in here. Me and this brother might have had beef. Now imagine if we was face to face or something like that. Then the argument, and that's too like I didn't even know that I agreed with this brother on some stuff because I was so busy trying to respond to him in my own certain way, trying to get my
trying to be right.
Trying to be right. And thank you, Uncle Kane. And I didn't realize what he was saying. So my point of that is sometimes we just got to listen.
Yes.
Sometimes we just got to listen to each other, listen to different point of views. And at the end of the day, as long as we all on the same team. We all on the same team. Let's do this thing together. Right. Sometimes we can agree to disagree as long as we're trying to get to the common goal. They try to make it seem like Martin and Malcolm was so different when in fact they were more alike than we thought.
Right.
So I mean that's just food for thought. So sometimes if we just listen to each other,
both of them were fiscally conservative.
Right. So sometimes if we just listen to each other, and sometimes we just calm down. Hey, we'll be more alike than we thought. So guys, that was tonight's episode of the Good Guy Experience. We hope that you we hope that you enjoyed the show. Welcome to the experience, where the experience is always good, guys, and we'll be back next week. Cass, please stay on. Please stay on. I'll let you next week.